Welcome to an in-depth look at one of the world's most complex geopolitical conflicts, the South China Sea dispute. In this video, we'll unravel the historical roots, key players, and global implications of this high-stakes territorial battle. The South China Sea is one of the most vital waterways in the world. It spans over 3.5 million square kilometers, connecting the Pacific and Indian Oceans. This region is a critical trade route, with over $5 trillion worth of goods passing through annually, making it a hotspot for economic and political interests. But the importance of the South China Sea goes beyond trade. It's also believed to hold vast reserves of oil and natural gas, along with rich fishing grounds that sustain millions of people. At the heart of the dispute are overlapping territorial claims. China, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan all assert sovereignty over parts of the sea. China's claim, known as the Nine-Dash Line, covers almost 90% of the South China Sea. This claim is based on historical maps dating back centuries. However, this claim has been widely contested. In 2016, an international tribunal in The Hague ruled against China's claim, stating it had no legal basis under international law. Despite this, China has continued to assert dominance, building artificial islands and militarizing them with airstrips, radar systems, and weapons. For example, China has built over 3,200 acres of new land on disputed reefs and atolls, transforming them into strategic military outposts. This militarization has raised alarms among neighboring countries and global powers like the United States. The Philippines, one of the most vocal challenges, brought the case to The Hague in 2013. They claim parts of the sea under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. Vietnam has also strongly opposed China's actions, citing historical evidence to support its claims over the Paracel and Spratly Islands. Malaysia and Brunei claim portions of the sea based on their exclusive economic zones, as defined by UNCLOS. Taiwan, though not widely recognized as a sovereign state, also lays claim to several islands and features in the sea. The US plays a significant role in this dispute, advocating for freedom of navigation and overflight in the region. U.S. naval operations frequently patrol the South China Sea to challenge China's territorial claims and ensure open access for international shipping. This has led to tensions, with Chinese military vessels shadowing U.S. ships and aircraft during these patrols. The South China Sea is also a flashpoint in the broader U.S.-China rivalry, representing a clash between two visions of global order. ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, has sought to mediate the dispute but faces challenges due to the varying interests of its member states. China's economic power and investments in the region make it difficult for smaller nations to oppose its actions outright. For example, the Philippines has oscillated between challenging China and seeking economic cooperation under its Belt and Road Initiative. Meanwhile, Vietnam has sought closer ties with the US and other powers to counterbalance China's influence. The South China Sea dispute isn't just about territory, it's about control, resources, and influence in one of the world's most critical regions. The conflict has far-reaching implications for global trade, regional stability, and international law. If tensions escalate, it could disrupt global supply chains and even lead to military confrontations involving multiple nations. Environmental degradation is another concern. The construction of artificial islands has destroyed coral reefs and disrupted marine ecosystems. For instance, dredging activities by China have damaged over 1,200 hectares of coral reefs, threatening biodiversity in the region. Despite the challenges, there have been calls for peaceful resolution through diplomacy and adherence to international law. However, the path to resolution is complicated by deeply entrenched national interests and the strategic importance of the region. China has proposed bilateral negotiations with individual countries, but many prefer multilateral talks to ensure a fair and balanced approach. The South China Sea dispute is a microcosm of larger global challenges, balancing national sovereignty with international cooperation. As we look to the future, the South China Sea will likely remain a hotspot for geopolitical tension and strategic maneuvering. What's clear is that the stakes are high, not just for the nations involved but for the entire global community. Thank you for joining us as we explored the complexities of the South China Sea dispute. Like, share, and subscribe for more insights into global issues.